I survived every dirty trick the corporate world threw at me, only to be brought to my knees by the one betrayal I never saw coming: my own twin sister. People love the idea of twins. They think it's all matching outfits, shared secrets, and finishing each other's sentences. But being born at the same time doesn't mean we walk the same path or that we carry the same weight. I'm Elena. My twin sister is Sophie. We look alike, but that's where the similarities end. I've always been the quiet one, the driven one, the one who got straight A's, who paid her way through college, who never asked for much. Sophie was the fun one, the golden child with a charming laugh and a revolving list of creative passions that she never stuck with. She dropped out of 3 majors, took acting classes for 2 weeks, tried yoga, failed at podcasting, and never paid a single bill herself. But she was adorable when she failed. That's what my parents always said. Sophie has a soft spirit. Translation: Sophie never has to grow up. Elena will carry the weight. For years, I did. I landed a job at a tech PR firm in Portland called Brightsign Media. I wasn't flashy, but I worked like hell. 3 years in, I was up for Director of Communications. A real title. A salary that would finally let me move out of my shoebox apartment. Validation. That's when it happened. The night before my final presentation, I stayed home, prepping until 2 a.m. Sophie, as usual, barged into my room, whining about her new event planning hustle and needing to borrow my laptop just for a minute. I told her no, she pouted, then snuck off with it anyway. I didn't think much of it. I should have. The next morning, I arrived at work only to find my badge access denied and HR waiting to see me. They showed me a vicious resignation email sent from my account filled with insults toward the company and ending with a crude "I quit." Though I knew I hadn't written it, the evidence all pointed to me: my login, my device, my IP address. I realized instantly it was Sophie, my girlfriend, who had used my laptop while I slept. When I confronted her, she brushed it off as a joke, but I'd already lost my job, my credibility, and my parents chose to comfort her instead of me, so that night I packed my things and left. I moved to Seattle, rented a room in a shared apartment, and started over again. I cleaned offices at night, waitressed on weekends, and every day, I sent out resumes. No one wanted to touch me. That email, Sophie's little prank, had followed me. Portland was a tight-knit industry. My name was Mud. It took me 10 months to get a junior communications role at a tiny startup. It paid half what I used to make. I took it anyway. I built from the ground up. Again, I rose. 16 months later, our company was acquired for $40 million. My campaigns were cited in the acquisition documents. I was promoted to VP of Strategy. My face was in Forbes Local. The article said, Elena Grayson, the quiet powerhouse behind a breakout brand. The day after the article dropped, my phone lit up. Mom, so proud of you. Dad, we always knew you were going places. Sophie, you're famous now. Can we do lunch? Also, can you help fund my new event space idea? I didn't respond. Instead, I mailed 3 packages to Sophie. A printed copy of the email she sent from my laptop, copies of my overdue rent, my termination letter, my pawn shop receipt for my grandmother's bracelet, and a $5,000 donation made in her name to a workplace sabotage prevention nonprofit. Attendance at their next seminar was mandatory. To my parents, financial literacy books, records showing how much they spent funding Sophie's failures, and a letter. You raised 2 daughters. You chose to believe only one mattered. I'm not angry anymore, just clear. Your silence spoke louder than her betrayal. 3 days later, I got the first response. Sophie, you're so cruel. Nobody treats family this way. My father, we're disappointed in your attitude. My mother left a voicemail sobbing. You didn't have to humiliate us. But for the first time in my life, I wasn't humiliated. I was free, and I was done carrying people who never learned to walk on their own.